Evan shoved his shoulder into the press of bodies at customs, carving a path for Princess Sayuri. Station workers and tourists craned necks, holocams flashing. Whispers buzzed like faulty vents. "Back off," Evan barked at a cluster of gawkers too close. His free hand swept wide, blocking their advance. "Official escort. Clear the lane." Sayuri glided beside him, her iridescent scales catching the harsh overheads. Her crest, a ridged bone sails along her skull, quivered. "Veil royalty signal markers," his brief said. She ignored the crowd, eyes locked on Evan's face. A kid broke through, pointing. "Look at the princess's head." Evan stepped in front, herding the boy back. "Eyes front, folks." Processing line moves faster without the circus. Sayuri's four-fingered hand clamped his wrist. Cool, firm grip. She yanked it toward her crest.
"Touch it."
Cameras whirred louder. The crowd gasped. Evan's pulse spiked. Veil crests. Intimate greeting or challenge. Protocol drilled it as hands-off without invitation. "Not here," he said low, twisting free without force. Her scales rasped his skin. She tilted her head. Crest flaring wider. "You stare. All humans stare. Touch stops it." Her voice carried, translator piping clear English. Loud enough for the nearest cams. Evan scanned the mob. Ambassador Kef Talon hovered 10 meters back, scales duller, eyes narrowing. Director Holt flanked him, tablet glowing with live feeds. Trouble brewed. He thumbed his wrist calm. Translator etiquette mode. Active. Voice softened. Formal. "Highness, Customs Protocol requests discretion. Private corridor reroute approved?" Sayuri's eyes, golden slits, narrowed. She grabbed his hand again, palm to her crest base. Smooth as polished shell, warm pulse beneath. "If you want to, touch it." Hollow cams swiveled. The crowd erupted. Did she just contact half-second, then pulled back smooth? Heat flushed his neck. "Highness, designated handler," Sayuri declared, arm linking his. Crest brushed his shoulder deliberate. "Evan Reyes serves Princess Sayuri. Protocol overridden. Clear path now." Keth Talon pushed forward, tail lashing. "Highness, reconsider. Humans lack crest attunement. Risk is staring without bond." Sayuri snapped. Her translator glitched a beat, raw veil honorifics bleeding through. She tugged Evan onward. "He blocks crowd. Solves. My handler." Evan matched her stride, shielding her flank. Customs scanners beeped green on their implants. Gate hissed open.
He's come again."
"Control, Reyes. VIP reroute to secure corridor C7. "Confirm?" "Confirmed," crackled back. Director Holt greenlights, crowd control deploying. They broke into the quieter hall. Sayuri released his arm but stayed close, crest folding half shut. Why pull away? Crest touch comms, stairs. Veil way. Evan rubbed his wrist, skin tingling.
"Human way. Public touch reads intimate. Cameras spin it wrong."
Diplomatic glitch. She blinked slow. Processing. "Intimate, like mating ridges." Crest quivered amusement.
Stairs hurt worse. Your crowd presses. No space. Practical. Stations packed.
Off-world exchange draws eyes. I'll handle dispersal next time.
Kef caught up. Director Holt in tow. "Highness," Kef said. Voice edged. "Handler bonds formalize leverage. This human, competent Sayuri cut in. Fixed path. Fixed stairs." She tapped Evan's comm. "Command space?" Evan demonstrated, pinging a service drone. It hummed over, projecting a privacy field. Blue haze dropped, muffling outer noise. Sayuri's fingers traced the edge. Human tools bend rules. Veil wait for elders.
"She met his eyes. Teach more."
Holt stepped in, smile sharp. "Princess Evan's our best fixer. Station tech background. He'll keep things smooth." Her gaze flicked to Evan. "No incidents on my watch." Keth's tail stilled. Calculation. "If Highness insists, monitor closely." Evan led them down C7, walls humming with recyclers. Goal clear, quarters without more spectacle. But Sayuri poked his arm. "Why wrist grab bad? Veil hold for trust." "Cultural delta," he said. "Hands signal ownership here sometimes." "Or affection. Public amps it."
She hummed low vibration through scales.
"Owns. Affection?" Crest perked. "Tess, hold again." Evan halted.
"Private enough," he offered his forearm.
Light grip. Like this. Her fingers wrapped gentle. Trust hold. She squeezed experimental. Human soft skin. No scales. Hurts? Built tough. He flexed, showing vein map. Yours grip-like tools, useful in a pinch.
Keth cleared his throat. Highness, observe, Sayeri said.
He teaches. We learn.
She released but lingered close. Force proximity sealed.
Quarters loomed ahead. Door scan beeped. Inside, veil-sized bed frame, human crash couch. Shared fresher, compact. No escape. Sari entered first, circling. One space, good for bond. Evan unpacked her kit. Silk robes, crest oils. Standard VIP. I'll bunk outer room. No. Handler stays. Veil protocol, close guard. His brief confirmed it. Damn, affirmative. Perimeter watch, Holt comment from Hall. Reyes, feeds, exploding. Princess claims human. Spin it positive? Working it, he replied. Shut door. Privacy field up. Sayeri sat cross-legged on the bed, crest low. Stairs followed. Touch worked. Evan leaned wall, arms crossed. Crowd backed off. You owned the moment. Owned. Human strong word, like your block. Fingers have drummed. Show customs fix. He pulled up station hollow map on his wrist. Crowd peaks here. Tapped routes. Reroute avoids 90%. Her eyes lit. Golden glow. Veil feel flows. She leaned in, shoulder brushing. Scent. Ozone and spice. Combine. You map I sense. Test run. She closed his eyes, crest fanning. Avoid. Matched. Spot on. Teamwork. Keth's voice buzzed outside. Highness, evening brief. Ambassador requires. Tomorrow, she called.
Handler preps me. Door stayed shut.
Evan stifled grin. Problem solved. One step. But her gaze lingered on his hand. Touch again? Private.
He hesitated.
Crest pulsed, inviting. Cultural bridge. Quick. Fingertips grazed ridge. Velvet over bone. Her hum deepened. Eyes half lid. Trust spark. Holt. Evan. Media storm. Princess viral.
Sari's crest flared full.
They want more? Grin split scales. Handler we give show. Evan's comm lit with alerts. Incident dodged. Barely, but bond locked. No turning back. She grabbed his wrist again. This time he didn't pull away. Teach me your stairs, she whispered. I'll show mine. Cameras waited outside. Station hummed. Their corridor just got longer. Director Holt's comm burst through the suite speakers. Evan, Sayeri, docking delay. Contaminant alert from the Veil shuttle. You're locked in 7B until scans clear. 2 hours minimum. Evan Reyes gripped the edge of the console. The door hissed shut behind them, seals glowing red. He scanned the room. One bunk, one desk. Shared fresher. Standard quarantine. His toolkit hung from his belt. No panic. Fix first. Sayari's crest flicked golden eyes wide. She tilted her head, scales shimmering under the lights. Locked, like puzzle box? Protocol. Evan pulled his scanner. Keeps air clean. He crouched by the vent grill, thumbed the seal latch. Clicked it shut. Ran diagnostics on his wrist unit. Air cycle hummed steady. Green lights. She watched. Inches away. Too close. Her scent, ozone, and spice filled his nose. He posted the checklist on the wall screen. Vent sealed. Air 98% pure. Hydration stocked. Exit ping every 30 minutes. Human nests tight. Cyrese stepped to his desk, pushed his chair forward. 1 inch. Evan straightened. Hey, that's my spot. She paused.
Pushed it another inch? Personal space?
Veil shared ends. Test size. Her fingers trailed the armrest. Chair scooted again.
He crossed arms.
Calm. She'd rerouted crowds with instinct earlier. Her skill. His maps. But this? His space shrank. Boundary 1. Ask before moving my stuff. Her crest drooped. Boundary? Like Riverline? Rule. Exact.
Trade you. Supervised touch lesson.
Show Veil ways. Fair. Eyes lit. Deal. She nodded sharp. Sat on the bunk edge. Patched scales smooth. Human first. Space size. Evan measured arm's length. Held it out. This.
Invade. I say stop.
She leaned in. Stopped at his forearm. Here. Nose almost brushed his sleeve. Close. Heart kicked.
Her warmth radiated.
Different. Velvet ridges under scales. Feel.
She guided his hand to her crest base. Safe touch.
Pulse tells truth. Fingertips met bone warmth. Velvet over steel. Her hum vibrated low. Eyes half-lidded. Trust test. Evan pulled back slow. Got it. Your turn. Chair stays. She grinned, fangs glinting. Human steady. Like station core. Com-pinged. Holt. Scans at 40%. Media's buzzing your corridor clip. Play nice. Sayedi's crest flared. Viral. Show more. Alerts piled. Princess touches human. Exchange heats up. He swiped them away. Focus. Lesson 2. Human rest. Pointed bunk. You take it, I floor. No, she patted mattress. Share? Veil pile warm. He shook head. Boundary 2 separate sleep. Unless emergency. Why? Efficiency low. Comfort.
Unrolled it. Humans need space recharge.
She poked the pad. Thin.
Cold. Slid onto bunk. Stretched, tail curled neat. Demo. Evan sat on pad. Back straight. See? Works. Her gaze lingered. On his hands. Touch again. Recharge. Hesitate. No. Boundary clear. Quick. Crest only.
She scooted bunk edge. Turned.
Exposed neck ridge. Honest pulse. Deeper hum. Her scales flushed deeper gold. Truth? You fix fast. You seal it. His thumb traced once.
Heat lingered on skin.
Keth Talon's voice sharp. Status? Sayuri called back. Safe.
Handler teaches.
Wait. Silence. Then retreat. Evan exhaled. Bond locked tighter. Her tests pushed. His rules held.
She eyed his toolkit.
Airbox? Pointed vents. He nodded. Diagnostics round 2. Handed her scanner. You read flows. I numbers. Kerclaw's clicked screen. Crest fanned. Flow spikes hall 3. Contam? Check.
He patched station map. Red zone matched.
Reroute life support. Good call.
Team.
Pushed his chair. Stopped. Ask? Yes. He laughed. First real one today. Hours ticked. Scans 70%. They mapped contaminant drift. Her senses. His tech. Paths cleared virtual.
Sayeri tested more.
Stood arm's length. Space dance? Stepped closer. Stopped. Boundary. Hold.
He mirrored.
One step back. Perfect. Her laugh trilled.
Scaled hand hovered. Human puzzle fun.
Not stiff. Stiff? He raised brow. Like old diplomats. She waved claws. You bend. Fix. Calm buzzed.
Holt. Evan. Ambassador Keth demands separate quarters.
Leverage play. Sayeri's crest snapped high.
No. Handler stays.
Quarantine shared. Protocol. Pause. Holt. Copy. Holding line. She grabbed his wrist. Firm. No pull away this time. Stairs lesson. Yours mean. Lock eyes. Focus. Trust. Held. Pulse raced under her grip. Hers deepened. Mine crest glow. Open. Yours steady. Strong. Touch lingered. Lesson blurred. Ping. Scans 90%. Door lights flickered green tease. Then red. Docking snag. Holt sighed over comment. Extended. Dinner packets in Shoto. Sorry released. Ripped open packet. Sniffed protein bar. Share space? He nodded. Boundary 3. Eat side by side. No closer. Pad and bunk. Crunched bars. Her fangs shredded tough wrap easy. His knife sliced clean.
Taste?
She offered bite. He took.
Chewy. A spice hit.
Veil heat. Good. Crest. Danced. Fix. Trade recipes later. Talk flowed. Her homeworld flows. Crowd minds linked. His station grids. Predict. Prevent. She inched chair again. Froze.
Ask. Granted. Grin split.
Night cycle dimmed lights. Scan stalled 95%. Rest. He stretched on pad. She curled bunk.
Tail draped edge. Boundary hold.
Voice even. Eyes met dark. Tomorrow stairs private. No cams. Hard thud. Deal. Sleep came slow. Her hum soft lull. Trust built. Inch by inch. Morning ping yanked him awake. Holt. Full clear? No false alarm, but Keth pushes split. Viral clips exploding. Princess Human Duo Gold. Sci-Fi stirred. Crest alert. We exit together. Show. Evan stood. Toolkit ready. Plan. Low route. Your sense, my map. She nodded. Grabbed his hand. Squeezed. Boundary bend. For team.
He squeezed back. Velvet grip.
Door unsealed. Light flooded. Keth waited outside. Scales tight. Highness. Handler leads. Sci-Fi pulled Evan forward. Cameras flashed. Station hummed louder. Evan scanned crowd flows. Her crest pulsed sync. Perfect dodge. Ambassador's eyes narrowed. Leverage shifted. But her hand stayed. Bond, solid. Puzzle solved. For now. Chute rattled. New packet. Holt's note. Keep it up. Exchange saved. Sorry whispered. Full touch. Evan's step faltered. Trust raced ahead. Diplomatic storm brewed. No turning back. One soft strip of fabric landed in Evan's hands. 3 guards reached for their weapons. He froze mid-step in the embassy hall. Silk thin, the skin sash shimmered violet under the overhead lights. Sari's crest flared bright as she pressed it forward. Mark of trust. Handler Reyes. Wear it. Crowd hushed. Cameras whirred from the press balcony. Ambassador Kef Talon surged from the diplomatic podium, scales rippling silver.
Highness! Retract that!
Immediately. Warm, like her palm earlier. Veil custom. Skin sashes bound allies in her culture. Royals gifted them rare. Protocol minefield. He scanned the hall. Holt in the back row, nodding tight. Keth's aides clustering. Sci-Fi's eyes locked on his, expectant. Guards halted inches from blasters. Sci-Fi's tail flicked once. Sharp. Diplomatic breach, Keth hissed. Voice echoing off marble walls. Humans lack scales. No adhesion. It insults Veil honor, and voids exchange protocols. Sci-Fi tilted her head. Crest dimmed a notch. Insult? Handler solves. He fixed scan stall. Shared grid maps. Trust earned. Evan weighed options. Refuse outright? Sparks incident? Accept blind? Keth spins it as human aggression. Neutral ground. His free hand dipped to his jumpsuit pocket. Station patch waited there. Standard issue. Embroidered with Orion station grid. Counter proposal, Evan said, voice level. He held up the sash. Trade. My patch for your sash. Plus receipt. Logged as cultural exchange artifact. Keth blinked. Scales flattened. Receipt? Evan nodded to Holt. She tapped her comm, projecting a hollow form. Standard human protocol. Tracks items, prevents disputes. No binding oaths. Sadie's eyes widened. Pupils slit vertical. Fascination mode. Like station grid swap data? She snatched the patch from his pocket. Fingers brushed his head. Velvet again. Accepted. She draped the patch over her shoulder sash, right atop royal braids, then turned to the crowd. Behold, skin sash now study material. Human reciprocity teaches Veil. Applause trickled. Camera zoomed. Keth's jaw tightened, but he waved guards back. Logged. Proceed. Sash secured in his toolkit pouch. Goal met. No incident. But Sci-Fi sidled closer. Her scent, spice, and ozone cut through hall incense. Private lesson later, full touch protocol. Heat climbed his neck. He mapped exit routes. Press swarmed now. Holt intercepted them at the hall's side arch. Smooth save, Rays. Clips viral. Human patches princess. Gold. Sci-Fi preened. Tail looped Evan's ankle. Brief testing. His grids predict flows. My senses dodge stares.
Team. Kef loomed behind.
Kindness. Quarters. Now. Negotiations resume. No more. Trades.
She pulled Evan along. Handler escorts.
Per exchange pact. Hall branched to secure wing. Veil aides flanked. Eyes narrow on him. One muttered. Skin sash on human. Crests will flare back home. Sci-Fi ignored them. Leaned in. Your patch? It sticks? No scales needed? Velcro weave, Evan said. Adapts to fabric. Or skin if prepped. Her crest pulsed. Test? Not here. He nodded to a side door. Quarters first. Map your space. They ducked into her assigned suite. Door sealed with a hiss. Veil humidifiers hummed. Air thick, tropical. Furniture low, webbed for tails. Sayuri shed outer robes, under sash gleamed, his patch stark against violet. She spun. Full touch. Explain. Heart kicked. Forced proximity, check. Cultural gap, wide open. Human boundaries tighter. Handhold signal teen. More. Escalates fast. Escalates? She stepped closer. Crest inches from his chest. Veil link minds in crowds. Touch anchors. Yours solo. Lonely? Solo works, he unpacked scanner, but adapts. Like grids. Ping. His comm lit. Halt. Keth demands solo sessions. Pushback? Sayuri peered over shoulder. Director? Alley. Evan typed. Team intact. Trust demo worked. Tail brushed his calf deliberate. Boundary bend again. Pulse jumped. Velvet pressure. One test. Shoulder pat. Human. Okay. Her hand landed light. Fingers splayed. Warmth sank through jumpsuit. Like this? He mirrored. Touched her crest base. Silky, thrumming, she shivered. Scales rippled faint. Extraordinary, she breathed. Human steady. No mind link, yet anchors. Door chime cut it. Keth's voice. Highness. Enter. Sayuri stepped back. Crest dimmed, reluctant.
Enter. Ambassador strode in.
Eyes flicked to toolkit. Reyes.
Out. Private counsel.
Evan stood. Escort duty holds. Keth's tail lashed. You presume much. That sash trade? Leverage play. Problem solve, Evan said. No breach, Saidi interjected. He predicts, I sense. Exchange thrives. Keth paused.
Calculated.
Observe only. He unrolled holopad. Trade clauses glowed. Core issue. Human stations hoard grid tech. Veil offer mindlink relays. Evan leaned in. Scanned terms. Relays overload our solo nuts. Propose hybrid. Patch interfaces. Sari's eyes lit.
Patch mind? Test!
Keth scowled. Feasible? Evan pulled wire from toolkit. Linked his comm to holo. Demo ran station sim-synced veil wave pattern. Smooth merge. 95% stable, Sari read. Crest flared full. Human fix. Keth tapped notes. Refine tomorrow. Dismissed Reyes. Evan packed. Sayuri walked him to door. Whispered, night cycle.
Low route. Full touch lesson.
No Keth. But he nodded. Map shared. Door shut. Hall empty now. Evan routed to tech bay. Holt pinged again. Keth softening. You're in. Viral boost. Princess wears your patch everywhere. Grin tugged. Competence noted. But her touch lingered. Trust accelerated. Tech bay hummed quiet. He prepped patch variants. Scale adhesive weave. Veil skin varied. Hers velvet soft. Test dummy webbed. Ping. Saudi. Crest hums your grid. Sleep evades. Boundary holds. Tomorrow. Her reply. Bend.
He stretched on bonk.
Station cycles dimmed. Puzzle deepened. Full touch. Human norms flexed, but core held.
Her curiosity pulled, diplomatic storm.
They'd grid it. Morning yanked with alarm. Keth's voiceover calm. Hall assembly. Now. Press full. Evan geared up. Patch pouch heavy. Door unsealed. Sayuri waited in corridor, patch prominent. Hand extended. He took it. Velvet grip locked. Team. Crowd awaited. Cameras primed. Keth eyed the clasp. Leverage tilted, but her crest synced his stride. Storm brewed hotter. One touch at a time. Chute access pinged open. Low route beckoned. Lesson now, she murmured. Step faltered. Trust leaped. No maps for this. Holt's urgent text flashed. Homeworld demands sash return. Keth furious. Evan squeezed her hand. Solve together. Her tail looped firm. Yes. Guards trailed. Hall loomed. Fabric destiny waited. Evan gripped Sayuri's velvet hand tighter as the chute doors hissed open onto the Habitat Ring's main thoroughfare. Crowds surged around them. Humans in jumpsuits. Traders from a dozen systems. Drones zipping overhead. Sayuri's crest pulsed blue, syncing with the neon vendor signs. Her tail looped his calf once, then released. Guards flanked them at 5 paces, crests rigid yellow. Stay close, Evan said. Lesson begins, she replied, eyes wide on the stalls. He led her forward, weaving through the press. Station air hummed with spice vendors and sizzling grills. Holo ads flickered, fresh hydroponics, zero-G fruits. Sayri leaned into a fabric stall, nostrils flaring. Evan nodded to the vendor, a wiry human named Jax. First time, dirt side? Jax grinned, eyeing her scales.
Exchange, Evan said.
Fingers brushed a shimmering sash, silk weave, sensor tagged. Beep, beep, beep. Red lights strobed across the stall. Jax's face hardened. Hands off, scale face. Crowd noise spiked. Heads turned, phones lifted. Sayeri froze, hand hovering. Her crest flashed orange alarm. Guards surged forward, tails coiling. Weapons hummed to life. Shouts erupted. Back off. She triggered it. Veil trash. Evan stepped between them, palm up.
Easy, everyone. Jax jabbed a finger.
That's premium stock. Sensors don't lie. Tamper fines 50 creds. Sayeri's grip crushed Evan's knuckles. Apology, she hissed. Evan squeezed back. On me. He tapped his wrist pad. Transfer. 50 screds. Jax vendor ID confirmed.
Ping.
Jax's pad chimed. Tension eased a notch. Handled, Evan said. Jax pocketed the device. Next time, look, don't touch. Sayri tilted her head. Pay first. Touch second. Her voice carried clear over the din. Guards halted. Crests shifted to green. Evan turned the moment. Watch.
He pointed to the sash. Human commerce. Scan, pay, take.
Demonstrated on a cheap trinket stall nearby. Vendor nodded. Evan scanned a glow orb. Paid 2 creds. Orb floated into his palm. Yours now. Sayeri's eyes locked on. Rule clear. She released his hand. Stepped to Jax's stall. Pointed to another sash, deep crimson. Scan this.
Jax blinked.
He activated the holo reader. Sayari tapped her own pad.
Transfer. 75 screds. Chime. Mine. She lifted the sash, draping it over her shoulders. Crowd murmured approval. Phones captured it. Jax chuckled. Smart customer. Guard stood down fully. Tails relaxed. Evan exhaled. Crisis flipped. Sayeri beamed, crest humming steady blue. Human fix. Credit binds. Trusts faster than guards, Evan said. She looped the new sash with his patch. Viral gold. Udketh's cam buzzed Evan's earpiece. Where are you? Hall assembly now. Press weights. Evan glanced at Sayeri. Market lesson done? More, she said. Tail brushed his leg again. Fabric sings your grid. Crowd thickened ahead. A fish stall beckoned. Live tanks bubbling. Sayeri veered.
Evan followed. Vendor, a squat Arcturan, waved claws.
Fresh catch. Neural zap still twitching. Sayeri peered into a tank.
Swim creatures. Pay to touch?
Evan grinned. Pay to eat.
She reached anyway. Curiosity override.
Finger tapped glass. Splash. A eel thing zapped the pane. Blue Arc jumped. Her hand jerked back. No alarm, but crowd laughed. Arcturan bellowed. Hey, Sayeri spun. Credit? Evan nodded. 10 for a sample. She paid swift. Picked a small wriggler. Held it up, fascinated. Alive. Then food. Human style, Evan said. Guards shifted uneasy. One muttered in veil tongue. Sayeri shot him a look. Stand down. Aha. Pay rule. Crest flared command. Guard bowed head. Heaven's calm pinged Holt. Market cams viral. Keth, impressed. Grudging. Keep her safe. Safe meant normal. He led to a drink stall next. Thirst fix. Ordered 2 bulbs. Citrus fizz. Sayeri sipped. Eyes widened. Bubbles fight tongue. Carbonate, he explained. She ordered 3 more. Paid up front. Paid for guards, too. They accepted, crests softening. Crowd warmed. A kid approached. Human teen. Eyes huge. Princess? Photo? Sayeri knelt. Touch pay? Kid laughed. Nah, free. Flash? Viral multiplied.
Evan scanned faces. No threats.
Yet Keth's voice cut in. Reyes. Extract now. Ambassador Talon demands formality. Sayeri drained her bulb. Next stall? Hall calls, Evan said. Tail tugged him toward a jewelry booth. Shiny rule? Vendor elderly human woman smiled. Try before buy, but gentle. Sayeri selected a bracelet, iridescent shell. Slipped it on, fit perfect overscales. Pay, chime, human markets, chaos ordered, she said. Evan nodded. Problem solved credit by credit. Her hand found his again. Velvet locked firm, trust solidified. Crowd parted now, cheers rippled. Veil girl learns fast. Phones swarmed. But a shout pierced. Stop her! Evan whipped around. A vendor 3 stalls down, fur trader, pointed at Sari's new sash. That's my dye batch. Stolen hue. False alarm? No. Holo label glowed mismatch. Sayeri's crest spiked red. Guards bristled. Weapons out. Crowd panicked. Choo! Shoves began. Evan yanked her back. False tag, Jax. Check. Jax yelled over. Legit buy, fur trader charged. Thief. Sayeri's tail coiled defensive.
Pay again?
Evan blocked the trader. Scan logs. Public holoproof. Transaction, Jax to Sayeri. Timestamp now. Trader faltered. Crowd hushed. Phones zoomed. Holt pinged. Goldmine. Write it. Pull back. Too late. Sayeri stepped forward. Held out her pad. Peace. Transfer. 150 screds. Trader blinked. Accepted. Crests all green. Applause erupted. Evan exhaled. See? Solvable.
Her eyes met his. Teen grid.
Tail looped permanent, but fur trader's buddy sidled up.
Whispered to a guard. Suspicious. Evan's neck prickled. Comm exploded. Keth. Ambush rumor. Homeworld spies. Hall. Now. Sayeri's hand tightened. More lessons. Danger loomed. Evan scanned exits. Chute sealed by crowd. Backway. Her crest synced his pulse. One touch triggered it all. Shouts built again. Not over. Shouts exploded from the crowd. A fur trader's buddy lunged, fist raised. Evan shoved Sayeri behind him. Her tail whipped his leg, anchor hold. Evan sink, she hissed. His translator earpiece buzzed. HoloLens over his eye flashed. Courtship proposal. Accept. Evan froze. Courtship? Guards swarmed. Keth's comm barked. Extract now. No time. Evan grabbed her wrist, ducked left into a dim service chute. Door hissed shut. Sealed them in humming dark. Her crest pulsed blue. Calm query. What courtship? Evan demanded. Thumbed his lens controls. Replay last phrase. Sayeri? Evan sync. Her head tilted. Frills quivered. Evan synced mean team grid. Crestlock. Safe pulse. Idiom glitch. Veil intimacy phrase mangled by auto-conversion. Public feed would have lit up station side. Diplomatic nightmare. Got it. Fix this first.
Evan yanked the access panel. Wires glowed.
He pinched the idiom relay, offline. Repeat slow.
Sayeri leaned close.
Warmth from her scales brushed his arm. Ivan? Sync. Phonemes rolled. Tail tip circling his boot. He tapped record on his pad. Played it back. Lexicon update. Evan sync. Veil idiom for trusted alliance. Non-romantic bond. Saved. Sync to her device too. Test. Say it now. Evan sync. Lens. Trusted alliance. Clean. Her eyes widened. Golden slits dilating. Human fix fast. No priest call? Priest. Evan pocketed the pad. We hack code. Done. Chute lights flickered. Distant crowd roar muffled. Sari's frill flared green. Approval. Priests chant cycles for lexicon bind.
You. Pulse match.
Tail looped his ankle again. Loose. Testing.
He stepped back.
Space. Can't risk more flashes. Pulled up holoscript. Rehearse. Good to see you, Evan. Neutral. She mimicked. Good. To see. A van. Accent thick but lens held. Friendly greeting. Again. Slower.
Evan mirrored her stance. Hands open. Human comm signal.
Good to see you, Evan. Crest steady. No spikes. Perfect.
He nodded. Use that outside.
Or team grid if alone. Too long heat rose in the chute. Forced proximity. Her scent like spiced ozone. Holt market feeds viral. Human hero, Veil Grace. Keep momentum. Keth wants hall meat.
Keth cut in. Idiot risks.
Phrase leak?
Pull her now.
Ready? Exit slow.
My lead. Sci nodded. Lead sync. Tail unlooped, but brushed his calf. Deliberate. Door hissed open. All dim. Crowd thinned. Guards herded them. Phone still hovered. Trader buddies slunk off. Evan scanned. Clean. They slipped into main hall. Veil delegation waited. Keth's crest slashed red. Fury. Princess! Reckless. Sci straightened. Evan sync fixed market. Peace paid. Used the safe phrase. Lens clean. Keth's eyes narrowed at Evan. Human metal. What sync? Evan shrugged. No incidents. Holt pinged approval emoji.
Princess stepped between. Tail flicked Keth's leg. Royal override.
Evan teaches. I learn. Frill green to him, Keth bristled. But backed. Hall secure. Spies rumored. Evan guided her forward.
Shoulder to shoulder. Her warmth lingered.
Trust pulse? Her synced his heartbeat? No, coincidence. Hall doors parted. Cameras flashed. Reporters surged. Princess? Human escort? Romance? Sci opened mouth.
Evan tensed.
She paused. Good to see you, Evan. Grinned, sharp teeth. Laughter rippled. Feeds lit green. Holt, brilliant. But Keth whispered to a guard. Eyes on Evan. Leverage hunt. Sayeri's hand grazed his. Private lesson later? Lens. Study request. His pulse jumped. Trouble brewed deeper. They entered the secure wing. Doors sealed. Keth cornered Evan.
Explain syncful, or I pull her.
Alliance idiom.
Fixed your lexicon gap. Pulled up the record.
Plated Keth's frill twitched. Analyzed. Efficient, but risky. Stepped back. Grudging. Sayri watched from the side. Crest mirroring Evan's steady. Keth sync now? Ambassador snorted. Negotiate first. Holt Komed. Dinner setup. Mixed tables. Push bonds.
Evan nodded to Sayri.
Next. Table manners.
Chopsticks or fork?
Her eyes lit. Test both. Tail looped his wrist brief. Public safe? Barely. Dinner hall gleamed. Humans and Veil mingled. Plates steamed. Fusion grill. Sari sat beside Evan. Protocol seat. She poked a skewer.
Human fire stick? Fork.
He demoed. Stab, twist, eat, calm. She grabbed one. Fumbled. Sauce splattered. Crest pink, embarrassed, Evan wiped it. Quick. Angle wrist. Like this. Hand over hers. Guided. Her frill flared blue. Sync touch. Lens clean. Keth across table watched. Fork paused midair. Reporter droid hovered. Princess? Human ways strange? Sayari speared meat. Perfect. Strange. Puzzle. Evan solves. Bit in. Juice-dripped chin. Evan passed napkin. Wipe.
She did. Eyes locked.
Thanks, Sync. Table chuckled. Keth's crest eased to yellow. Holt raised glass. 2 exchanges. Clinks echoed. Sayri clinked Evans. Tail under table. Coiled his boot.
Testing boundary. Hall's quieted.
Evan walked her to quarters. Guards trailed. Lesson end? She asked. One more.
Stopped at door? Veil space norms? She tilted head.
Crest, near. Tail link. Demoed, tail out. Humans arm link. Or wave. Showed wave. Wave sync.
She waved, grinned.
Door opened, but she paused.
Evan. Private grid. Lens. Trusted talk. Tomorrow. Safe. Tail squeezed his hand. Door shut. Evan exhaled. Calm lit Keth. She bonds too fast. Watch. Holt. Or gold mine. Evan scanned Hall. Shadow moved. Trader buddy? No. Spy silhouette.
He bolted after. Footsteps echoed.
Chase on. Sayri's door clicked, unlocked behind. Evan? Not alone. Voices inside, intruders? Lights died. Elevator dropped 1 meter. Sayari's tail whipped around Evan's waist. Locked tight. She yanked him upright. Her crest flashed violet. Fear? Status. Her voice pierced the dark. Evan gripped the rail. Station power dipped often. Embassy sector lockdown protocol kicked in. Power surge. Elevator safed. We're stuck. Backup glow strips hummed on. Dim red light painted her scales. Frill quivered. Tail squeeze tightened. Safed? Braked. Won't fall. He scanned the panel. Standard model. Maintenance hatch offset right. His fingers probed the seam. She released his waist, but her hand clamped his forearm. Claws pricked skin. Steady pressure.
Evan!
Explain protocol. Later. Hold still. He wedged nails under the hatch. Popped it free. Wires gleamed. Emergency cycle switch buried deep. No tools. He twisted the panel light into a lever. Jammed it in.
Sayuri leaned closer.
Lens word. Recording? Human fix. No call. Fastest way. Sweat beaded. Switch stuck.
He rocked the light.
Metal groaned. Click. Brake cycled with a shudder. Elevator jolted. Ascended half a floor. Stopped smooth. Out.
He pried doors.
Gap widened. Shaft. Air rushed. Cool. He boosted through first. Feet hit corridor grating. Extended hand back. Your turn.
She gripped.
Pulled herself up. Tail flicked free last. Crest eased to teal. Hand lingered on his path. Risk. High. Why solo? Trained. He wiped hands on pants. Humans improvise. Her frill pulsed blue. Demonstrate more. Stepped close. Public corridor now. Guards rounded corner. Keth's detail. Cameras blinked. Evan offered arm. Casual. Link or wave. Sayuri eyed his arm. Chose link. Slid hand through. Crest brightened. Link sync. Keth stormed up. Crest crimson. Report. Power dip. Evan cycled brake. Sayuri's tail brushed Evan's calf.
Subtle. Keth's lens scanned Evan.
Manual override. Sector lock active.
Diplomatic breach. Evan shrugged.
Standard fix. No breach.
Director Holt comment in. Hollow flickered.
Reyes? Sector's dark. Vale embassy sealed. Your ping? Elevator trap. Handled. Evan kept tone even. Holt nodded. Good. Keth? Power cycling. Intruder alert cleared. False sensor from the dip.
Keth's crest dulled yellow. Eyed their linked arms.
Princess. Quarters. Sari held position. Evan escorts.
Evan tensed. Protocol said defer.
But her grip firmed. Keth paused. 5 minutes. Monitored. They walked. Sayuri's steps matched his. Tail swayed near. Earlier shadow. Your chase. False alarm. He glanced back. Hall empty. Door voices. Servants. Prep. Her lens dimmed. Private. Trusted you first. Corridor split. Embassy wing loomed. Power hummed back. Lights flickered on. Keth peeled off guards. Halt. Ambassador incoming. Holt's voice cut calm. Reyes, escort her in. Keth, mine office. Debrief. Doors hissed. Quarters plush veil silks draped bulkheads. Low-gravity cushions. Central pedestal hummed. Calm array. She released arm. Crest teal, steady. Sit. Explain risk. Evan dropped a cushion. Logo bounced him once. Elevator brakes fail safe. Manual cycle resets hydraulics. 30 seconds max. Human normal? She perched opposite. Tail coiled his ankle. Test. Station tech habit. He leaned forward. Your turn. Tail hold. Veil steady. Sync balance. Frill flared slight. Humans grip air. No anchor. He chuckled. Arms strong. Practice.
Lens word. Demo.
Evan stood. Offered hands. Palms up. She rose. Grasped both. Pulled him off balance. Lows. Spun them slow. Anchor. She laughed. Chitter sound.
He twisted midair. Feet planted.
Pulled her down gentle. Like that. Crest blazed azure. Strong sync. Hands stayed linked. Pulled closer. Faces inches. Breath warm, spice scent.
Door chime. Keth.
Sayuri sighed. Dropped hands. Enter. Keth strode in. Crest yellow wary. Director Holt approves extended exchange. But protocols bind. No unmonitored contact. Evan nodded. Understood. You saw Syra. Tilted head. Evan monitored. Solved trap. Keth's tail flicked irritation. Leverage for talks. Lens pinged. Ambassador Talon arrives orbit. Prep. Grid private? Denied. Keth turned. Reyes, out. Princess. Bowed slight protocol nod. Her tail brushed his hand. Exit. Holt Comed. Reyes, my ready room. Now.
He jogged. Director's deck gleamed sterile.
Door slid. Holt paced. Holomap Spuntrats. Power dip. Sabotage sniff. Glitch. Evan leaned on console. Veil sensors haywire. She smirked. Keth's steaming. He rubbed forearm. Claw marks faint. Cultural. Holt eyed him. Handle it. Exchange gold if no incidents. Dinner bond helped. Progress. Com buzzed. Sorry icon. Private grid. He tapped lens. Elevator sync. More lessons? Tomorrow. Safe. Tail emoji coiled. Holt raised brow.
Gold mine. Deck klaxon blared.
Proximity alert. Un-ID shuttle docking embassy pad. Talon early? Holt checked scan. No transpond. Pirates. Station shook. Distant thud. Keth's voice boomed. Hull calm.
Intruders!
Secure princess. Evan bolted. Corridor chaos. Crew scrambled. Embassy doors sealed. Sciaries quarters. Locked.
He punched override. Sparks flew.
Panel fried. Open. Slammed fist. Voice insided. Evan. Glass shatter. Shadowy figures. Burst bulkhead vent. Armed. Her cry cut short. Evan slammed his shoulder into the door. Sparks showered his face. The panel crumpled inward. 2 intruders spun from the shattered viewport. Cloaked, blades humming blue. Sayuri crouched behind her bed. Tail coiled tight. Eyes wide. Evan. Her lens flared. The nearest attacker lunged at her. Duh. Evan charged. He grabbed the intruder's arm. Twisted. Blade clattered. Human joints popped under veil grip strength. No, his leverage won. Attacker howled. Second figure whirled. Energy slash. Grazed Evan's sleeve. Heat seared.
He ducked, swept the legs.
Intruder crashed into the console. Sparks flew. Sayuri darted forward. Her tail whipped out, barb sinking into the first attacker's thigh. He spasmed, dropped.
Evan pinned the second. Knee to throat.
Yield. Boots thundered corridor. Station security burst in. Stunners raised. Clear. Evan released. Stood. Breathed. Steady. Princess secure. Sayuri rose.
Tail retracted barb.
She touched his burned sleeve.
You came. Keth shoved through security.
Tail lashed. Reyes. You breached sealed quarters. Override protocol.
Intruders first. Evan met his glare.
Holt arrived next. Scanned room.
Hull breach.
Embassy logs downloading. Formal review. Reyes' suitability. Compromised. Sayuri straightened. Crest rose. No. Hearing chamber. All delegations. Keth paused. Princess. Invoke royal authority. Her voice sharpened. Joint session. Hearing chamber hummed under full lights. Delegations faced off across curved table. Human side crisp uniforms. Veil tails twitching in sync. Hollow recorders spun. Evan stood at Holt's flank. Burn patched. Hasty. Calm held. Keth activated podium. Incident exposes risks. Human Reyes bypassed seals. Engaged hostiles without clearance. Suitability as princess handler. Challenged. Recommend replacement. Holt leaned forward. Reyes followed station code. Saved asset. Exchange intact.
Asset?
Sayuri echoed. Crest flared. All eyes snapped to her. Keth bowed slight.
Highness.
Leverage demands caution. Evan stayed silent. Watched Tail's irritation patterns he'd mapped. Sayuri rose. Lens swept room. Caution ignores progress. Evan solves. Traps. Dinners. Now this. She turned to delegations. Cultural gaps fuel incidents. Demonstrate. Joint. Murmurs rippled.
Keth's tail stilled. Highness protocol. Request granted.
Sorry overroads. Evan.
Lead Holt nodded him forward.
Evan stepped to center. Recorders zoomed. Goal. Prevent misunderstandings. He activated holopad. Simple diagrams bloomed. Human hand, veil claw, tail. First diagram. Handshake icons. Human firm grip.
A loose coil.
Consent cues. Humans signal touch with eye contact. Nod. Telltale tip curl. She curled hers. Affirmative. Match cues first. No assume.
He demoed.
Nodded to Holt. She extended hand.
Grip light, Keth tested. Nodded Evan. Claw hand met palm. Loose. No crush. Sayri beamed. Solved. Evan tapped next. Touch etiquette. Humans. Shoulder pat. Support. Back rub. Intimate.
Hollow showed zones.
Green safe. Red alert. Veil tails wrap allies. Claws retract for trust.
He pointed forearm. Faint scars.
Learned hard. Cyrie's tail flicked guilt. Then resolve. Practice. Evan faced her. Consent? She nodded. Crest high. He patted shoulder. Firm.
She mirrored, claw retracted, palm flat on his arm.
Warm. Delegates paired. Awkward grips echoed. Laughter broke tension. Keth gripped Holt's hand. Tails eased. Last hollow. Translation matrix. Words shifted. Human slang to veil harmonics. Failsafes. Cool means approve, not temperature. Grid, your lens net. Evan synced his comm. Ping test. Sari's lens pinged his. Understood. He pinged back. Clear. Room pinged chorus. Barriers crumbled. Demo complete. Evan stepped back.
Incidents drop. Silence held.
Then claps, human side first. Veil joined, tails swaying approval.
Sayri stood. Lens recorded full.
Excellent. Evan Reyes. Named exchange partner. Official. Keth surged.
Highness!
Bindings imply. She crossed chamber. Reached Evan. Consent nod. Took his hand. Palm to palm. Claws retracted. Held firm. On record. Tails froze station-wide. Recorder's word. Evan's pulse jumped. Her grip steady. Trust. Holt smirked. Keth's lens glitched. Rules shattered.